and merge over, right? This is merge over, and double check whether your cube or 3D asset stay on the right position or not. Okay. Later on when you learn look depth, by right you should know on how to get all the shadows lah, contact shadows and all that. Right? That one I need another hours to explain about how to get all the passes lah. So since you haven't take look depth yet, I think it's better for you to learn it from there because it's quite technical. If I want to cover that, just for that, I need another hours lah for that. So I think it's almost 12 already. So that one better to be covered in look depth class. Okay, you will know and learn properly lah in that class. But to integrate onto your shot, this is how you do it, right? Before you have this, you need to prepare for the shooting. You need tracking marker. If you don't have any tracking marker, it will be like just now. It can be anywhere, random. So it's hard for you to tell where to put your subject or your 3D model from the camera. You don't know the distance. So at least you have the marker, so you know the distance and which locator that you need to assign, right? So the other part you can ignore, or maybe it can be used as well if you want to use, if you want to clean up the people behind that. You can use that tracking marker as well to clean up, but you have, you have to have the print paid lah basically. Either print paid or you pay manually, and then you paste the card, and basically you can clean up all the people, and you have to roto back all these. The guy on the center. Okay, so basically that is the process from shooting, which I would explain, and the footage that you have, track it properly in Nuke, make sure less error. If you have more error, okay, another thing, if you shoot all this with a potato camera, potato camera is not just only potato camera lah, your phone. Because phone have a small sensor, so all the pixel is quite kasar, it's quite thick. So also it will affect the process. So I would recommend you to shoot by using camera, a proper camera, right? Not using your phone. So I don't want later you shoot with your phone and then you come to me, sir, you cannot track. Because why? You use phone, right? I already tell you earlier, so that please don't use phone, please camera, proper camera to shoot. Make sure it's orbit properly. Make sure it's in focus, right? Don't focus on something else, but then you want to track at that position. So make sure it's in focus, everything in focus. Double check on that. Green also, of course. So I will recommend you to shoot in open space area during daytime, so you don't have to cramp the ISO like high, like really high lah, because the higher the ISO, it will produce more noise. So please set the ISO to a lower number, let's say 200 or 400, and then start shooting lah. Okay, Full HD. By right, you should know how to set the shutter. What is the shutter that you need to set? If it's 25, 1/50. So maintain that. Okay. Aperture, it depends, right? Depends on your lighting condition. But I would recommend you to shoot at open space, lesser movement on the surrounding, and during daytime, right? Do not shoot during night because it's really hard and tricky. Okay, what happens if you have a shot during night, at night? How to track? How to track if you have a night shot?
Like
What kind of tracking marker that you need?
a glowish.
A glow, something glow. Usually we use LED. It's a red dot LED. The diode LED. The red one, you place it anywhere in that area, and that could be your tracking marker. Okay? Not too bright, not too dim or dark. Make sure it's balanced, because if it's too bright, it will ruin the surrounding. Okay? So, and you have more time to clean up that surrounding that has that red light. Okay? So make sure it's balanced and plan it well lah. Other than that, in terms of the talent, it's up to you, right? Maybe it could be your friends, your siblings, or maybe your parents. It could be anyone. Not strictly. It must be your friends. Pair up. No, it's individual assignment, but it's in 2 weeks time, right? Deadline in 2 weeks. So I think should be enough. 12 seconds video, track, render out, just like what I did just now. Same thing. If you just want to follow, feel free. I just want you guys to explore with your own footage. This I use my own footage. Your footage might be different, so tracking error might be different. Okay, so I want you to explore based on your shots. Okay, different student has different error, definitely. So how do you solve that? How do you roto the guy? Maybe you have a different movement, right? Any question?
So for the tracker, right? Since let's say we don't want to buy the thing or print it out, can we use tape?
Tape? Can.
Is
It can be anything, as long as contrast. Let's say the background is black, do not use black tape lah. Find some other color, yellow ke, blue ke, green ke. Okay, make sure it's contrast from the background. Do not, like say the background is blue, then you use blue tape. Don't lah. Try to find some other colors. You can use tape, you can use gaffer tape, you can use tracking marker, you can use tennis ball, any type that can be tracked lah. It's visible enough to track. That's the keyword. Visible. As long as it's visible, it can be tracked, and it's static, stable. It's fine. Okay. Any question?
Down here, what if the ground?
Sorry guys, please.
What if the ground's full of like grass, like rocks?
Must be a specific ground.
Or to place the tracking
No,
marker?
it's fine. Okay, if there's a rock on the ground and it's visible in that frame, you don't have to put tracker, because the rock, it doesn't move, right? It stays there. You can treat that rock as in tracking marker.
So apa-apa yang ada dalam website tu, you use as
Yes, but make sure it's static. If let's say the rock is there, but it's really tiny. Okay, first frame got the tracking marker lah. I mean the rock is visible on the first frame. But then you move like this, suddenly it's cut off already. You're losing your tracking marker already. So make sure it's visible all the way on that shot. Okay. Any more questions?
So is there like a specific distance that we have to maintain between the character and also the tracking marker?
No.
Can be anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere. Anywhere that you plan to put, it's up to you. No. we can evaluate based on this. The tracking looks okay. It's just it looks floating because of there's no contact shadow. But tracking is okay. You can see the shakiness of the camera. It's synchronized lah with the object. It's just a matter of motion blur is not there. Maybe you can add motion blur if you want. So that one, the com side, I leave it up to you. Motion blur, I leave it up to you. Com, whatever you want to explore more, I leave it up to you. Alright, but I'm not gonna evaluate. Not gonna evaluate in terms of that much. If you do more, but we can see maybe we can just give you an extra mark for it lah, bonus mark because of the effort that you are exploring something. But if you don't show that stuff, com side, it's also okay. We just give you a normal, like evaluate like normal lah. If you show your extra effort, then we'll give you like a bonus mark lah.
But the normal marking is about tracking.
Tracking, yes, tracking, and tracking lah, basically tracking. It's all about tracking. Okay. Any more question?
இது வந்து single
Any more? No question. Okay, right. There's no question. I think assignment is already up. I already upload the assignments. Samples also attached together with the assignments. Due on the 1st January.
New Year.
Okay. So please submit it on or before 1st January next year, and I'll see you in 3 weeks time from now. So those who are celebrating Christmas, Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year in advance.
Merry Christmas.
You too. So I'll see you
Next year.
I'll see you next year.
Thumbs up.